Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel for my returning viewers. I'm coming on to do a week 30 review for my GLP-1 medication that I'm currently taking, Zepbound. I cannot believe I'm doing a week 30 review. Like, coming from starting this journey back in April, and I know I wasn't filming my journey then, but just coming from starting my journey in April, and then now I'm all the way up to week 30. It just sounds so insane to me. Like, it's kind of crazy that it's been this long on this journey. It is Friday, so happy Friday. I did take my shot yesterday on Thursday. For those who are new and may not be aware, my shot day is Thursdays, and I take it at night before bed. So I took it last night around 9:30, 10 o'clock. I don't really look at the time, but I know it was around that time. Sometime yesterday. I did not weigh in yesterday, so I weighed in this morning, so I'll share that information as well. And I also will share the information regarding my appointment that I had the other day with my provider and the decision on that. So I'll just start with some of the not basic, but normal things that I discuss on these weekly updates. My shot area, what medicine I'm taking, all that jazz. So first things first, I am on the 7.5 milligrams dose of the Zepbound medication, which has the active ingredient Tirzepatide in the medication. That is what I'm on right now. I just took my 4th shot for that dose of 7.5. So this week will make a month since I've been taking that. I won't give my month update that I kind of mentioned a couple weeks ago in my update for this medication until next week, just to kind of give myself kind of a full month to be on this dose before I give my opinion on how things go or have gone on the 7.5 milligrams dose. So stay tuned for that. I will do an update on that and the transition from the 5 milligrams to the 7.5. So as I mentioned, I took my 4th shot yesterday. I did a belly shot on the left side last night. That's where it was. Again, no side effects, thankfully. I haven't had any side effects on taking this medication, except for some mild ones at the beginning of me taking this. And I mentioned that a few weeks back when I kind of shared that I had some nausea feeling for a little bit. I haven't experienced that anymore, thankfully. So that's been okay. And again, as I mentioned, I think I've been mentioning weekly in these videos, I'm taking my shot at night to help combat the fatigue, which has been working out pretty well for me. So that's been good on that. So I do have the box here of the 7.5 milligrams that I am taking. I do have the pen that I just took last night as well. So I can show that. On the 7.5, you can see over here that it's empty because you see this little rubber part right here. So yes, this is the pen that I took last night, my 4th shot on the 7.5 milligrams dose. And so far, so good. As I mentioned in one of my videos before, when I talked about the transition from taking the 2.5 to the 5 milligrams, I had a concern transitioning to the 7.5 from the 5 to the 7.5 because I experienced some constipation in taking that dose. So that has not been an issue, thankfully. And again, I will share that information on my transition video. So stay tuned for that video. So let's talk about my doctor's appointment the other day. So I went in for the update so she can just see how I've been doing on the new dose that I've been taking, the 7.5, and so far so good, according to my doctor's records. Because when I weighed in, when we decided to start this GLP-1 journey, I was a few pounds higher than I was when I actually started taking the shot. So her numbers are a little different than what I've been tracking in my tracker personally. But according to her numbers and when I weighed in at her office, I am down a total of 42 pounds, which is awesome. That is so amazing. I just could not have imagined coming to this or being at this point of the weight loss journey. It just seems so distant and far away. And then again, as I've tried losing weight on my own before starting this GLP-1 journey, it was just something that just did not look possible at all. So I'm really excited to be down 42 pounds according to her records. I weighed in in her office at 182.2, and that was a few days ago. I can't remember what day my appointment was, but it was earlier this week for sure. And I weighed in last week and week 29 at 183. And those of you if you've seen that video, you know what happened with the whole scale situation. I shared that. So I was cool with weighing in at 182.2 when I went to see her the other day. It was right around the same range of what my scale has been saying. So I was happy about that. It makes me feel better that I believe my scale is accurate. So weighing myself on my scale seems to be going well. So that was great. So I also want to share that. Let me back up a little bit. So I know I shared last week that I was going to talk to her about, seeing what she wanted me to do as far as staying on this dose or maybe moving up. So we agreed that I will stay on the 7.5 milligrams since things are going well. I'm not having any side effects. I'm still seeing progress on this dose. So unfortunately, kind of, sort of, maybe we'll see. My insurance is saying that the 7.5 milligrams, they have a limit for this dose, and it's 1 month. So we have to get a prior authorization in order for her to be able to prescribe more of these 7.5 pens. I haven't heard, and I've been watching people on the Zepbound journey for a while now, and I haven't heard anybody else mention that before. So if you have, and I know there's people who are watching my videos who are also on this journey, share with me if that has been your story as well, and your insurance is not, going along with you being able to get more of the 7.5 medication. And if you've had to do a prior authorization, I want to know your story, because I was shocked, but I'm not shocked because on the 2.5, this was also the same situation where she wanted me to stay on the 2.5. My insurance was saying, nope, this is a starter dose, move her up or do the prior authorization. I ended up going to do the program with Join Fridays for the 2.5 dose, and then we agreed to go ahead and move me up to the 5 milligrams dose, and I did the 5 milligrams for 4 months, which was not an issue with my insurance. So I've learned with my particular insurance that the 0.5 doses, so the 2.5, 7.5, 12.5, they have it where there's a limit on those doses. They only really, I guess, want the patient to be on that dose for 1 month or 1 box, and then go ahead and move up. So I don't really want to keep moving up too fast on this medication. So I'm really hoping that we can do the prior authorization, it gets approved, and then I can get the medication that my doctor prescribed for me to get more of the 7.5 milligrams dose. I will, of course, keep you guys posted on that. I will share my story and what happens with this situation. But it was really a bummer, kind of coming into a road, a bump in the road, I guess I should say, on this journey, because this is my last 7.5 pen. And I want to make sure that I have more before I get to my next shot day, which is a little less than a week from today on Thursday. So hopefully, prayerfully, we can get, my doctor can get that prior authorization in, and then it can get approved and I can get my medication. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. But all in all, that was the decision for my doctor and myself, was to stay on the 7.5 milligrams dose, and hopefully we can do that and I can get the medication that I need. So I guess I should say back up a little bit, because I didn't share at the beginning with some of the other regular things that I share, my weigh-in. So I forgot to weigh in yesterday morning, or yesterday at all. I just totally forgot to weigh in yesterday. So I went ahead and weighed in today. And I was not expecting the numbers that I saw today, y'all. And I did forget to film it. And this time I was not going back to get the footage, because I didn't want it to change on me again. I mean, it wouldn't have been a big deal, but I just didn't want to go through that this week. So I hopped on the scale earlier today, and the scale read 179. What? 179, which is amazing. So I weighed in last week, and I went ahead and agreed to the 183 that the scale told me the second time that I hopped on the scale. So if you go from where I was last week at 183, now I'm weighing in at 179. Y'all, that's 4 pounds down in 1 week. I have not seen numbers like that since the beginning of this journey. Now, I don't know exactly what's happening. I know I've mentioned a lot that on the 7.5 dose, I do feel like I have been hungry a lot more. I've been eating more. And I know eating can be good for even weight loss. And I've been more conscious because I've been feeling hungry more often. I've been conscious about what I've been eating. I haven't been just giving into my cravings and just eating whatever. I'm making sure that I'm eating properly while I'm on this dose. And I will say that I think it's been great. There has been a lady or a person in my comments, and I can't look at her name right now, unfortunately, because I don't have anything to look it up, but she mentioned about the blood sugar maybe being low and my body just needing the nutrients. And I can totally see that. And I did comment or respond to her comment, and I told her thank you for that. It totally makes sense. So that probably or could be the reason why I was experiencing an increase in my appetite on this dose. And fortunately, it still has worked out. I'm still seeing progress on this dose, and it's been great. Now, I will say that I've noticed this week, I have not noticed or experienced the increase in my appetite like I did a few weeks prior. So I'm assuming that my body's just kind of balancing out, and that's okay. That's fine with me. I'm totally okay with that. But again, I'm still being super conscious about, what I've been eating and all of that stuff. Now, I also want to mention that I did start my menstrual this week as well. So I have experienced some cravings just like normal before I even started this journey on the GLP-1 journey when it comes to craving some sweets and chocolate and all of that stuff. That still happens for me. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but that does still happen for me. Not as much as it was before taking this medication, but I still get the cravings sometimes. And yes, I will give in. Otherwise, that might not be good for anybody around me. Just saying. So I have noticed that, and I still try to keep it somewhat healthy. I went the other day and got a nautical bowl. For those who aren't familiar with nautical bowl, it's acai, if I'm saying that correctly. It's kind of like ice cream, but it's like a healthier version. It's really good. I love it. So I got one of those bowls the other day, and it satisfied my little sweet tooth craving while on my menstrual week. So those are some of the things I try to balance to help combat or give in a sense to the sweet cravings that I get when I'm on my menstrual. Also trying to make sure that I also eat fruits and things like that. I've been eating peaches. I love peaches and cottage cheese. I kind of forgot about that little combo for a while, and I was reminded recently. So I picked some of that up, the peaches and the cottage cheese, and I've been eating on that too. And that has been quite tasty. I usually eat it for a breakfast meal in the morning with some bacon on the side so I can have some protein along with it, even though the cottage cheese is kind of considered some form of protein. So that is, what I've been doing. That is what's going on this week. Again, I will keep you guys posted on the prior authorization so I can hopefully stay on this 7.5 milligrams dose. Not really interested in going up to a 10 right now. So hopefully we can get that done. Hopefully my doctor or her office can get that information in and my insurance will approve it. So that is all I have for you guys, I think, this week that I wanted to give you guys for this weekly update of week 30, and also celebrating the being down 42 pounds, according to my doctor's records from when we decided to start this GLP-1 journey. That is also exciting. I want to say, even with me weighing in at 179, I started this journey, I want to say at 220, I think it was 222 if I'm not mistaken. I'm using my actual phone, so I can't check my notes to look into the information. But that would also put me down a little over 40 pounds. So exciting. I'm officially down over 40 pounds on this journey, and that's super duper exciting. I'm getting closer to my goal, and it's both exciting and somewhat scary because I'm like, just to be closer to your goal. And if you've experienced this, please let me know so I know that I'm not alone on this feeling of being excited and scary to get to the journey. I think part of it is, or not to get to the journey, to get to my goal. I think part of it is just getting to the goal and then having somewhat of a little bit of a fear of being able to maintain it. I think that's part of what I'm dealing with. But it's also exciting being able to get down to my goal, but also just unbelievable because there was so much time that I, went by that I just never thought that I would get to it. So I'm super, super duper excited. And yeah, and I will come on and continue to share this journey with you guys. I appreciate you guys commenting and sharing your journey as well, and sharing information based on what I've been sharing in my video. It's very, very helpful for me and for other people too who have been interacting in my videos as well. So thank you for that. And with that, guys, that's all I have for this week, for week 30 on my Zepbound journey, taking the GLP-1 medication, Tirzepatide. So if you haven't yet, subscribe and join me on my journey. Thumbs up the video. Also make a comment and give me some information on your journey and let me know what's going on. Or if you have questions, again, I try my best to answer questions with the information that I have. So, all right, guys, I will see you guys on my next video. Talk to you guys later. Bye.